taking your clothes off, thinking you're on a nude beach, and you're not on a nude beach.
I wish we had known that before.
But you need to stay at least 10 feet away when you're in the water.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Somebody broke into a vehicle right here.
Oh, wow.
We got a warning from the security officer. I've been pulled over before by the police.
Yeah.
And with all the fees added on, it was over $300 a night.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Cheri.
And we're EnjoyTheJourney.Life Hawaii edition.
Yeah, come along.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Let's go.
21 Hawaii mistakes.
I can't believe we made a lot of these.
Yeah, we did.
It was our first time visiting Hawaii, specifically the island of Oahu.
Yeah, it's been on our bucket list to go to Hawaii for many, many years. Neither one of us had ever been.
Right. And you had a training there.
Yeah.
You're adding something to your practice.
Right.
What's
My
it called?
It's called spinal flow. Well, it's actually a modality that heals body, mind, and spirit. It is amazing. And I'm going to be adding that to my practice where I already treat PTSD, the healing modality that saved my life. And so I'm just so grateful to have all these wonderful tools in my toolbox.
Exactly. And longtime viewers know how much you've changed.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, check it out down below in the description. For those of you that are new here, I'm Tom, and we cover a lot of travel, RV living topics on our channel.
Yeah, I'm Cheri, and we're EnjoyTheJourney.Life is our channel. And we also have a thing going that's Beach Tribe and Mountain Tribe. I'm Beach Tribe.
Hey, let's hear it for Mountain Tribe.
Oh, wow, what? Come on, Beach Tribe usually wins anyway, but vote down below, whichever you are. But Hawaii was a beautiful marriage of the two.
Yes, totally. We've been looking for a place that we can get both beach and mountain tribes happy.
And we had both.
Yes.
Don't make the same mistakes that we've made on our first trip to Hawaii.
Oh, mistakes.
And this mistake is staying in Honolulu or Waikiki Beach only and not checking out the rest of the island.
Yeah, we're not really city people to begin with, but it's really crazy busy and it's fun for a short while because they have really cool shops, but the beaches are packed.
Now, you may love city life like that, so if that's your jam, then enjoy that. This is where all the hotels are and maybe a lot of places to stay, but get outside of the city, rent a car, maybe stay a few nights in another location outside of the city. I mean, this is basically like, feels like a New York City or any huge city back on the mainland, and it doesn't feel like an island right here. So we want to experience the tropical parts of Hawaii, not just the big city.
Another reason you want to get out of the city is Oahu is very drivable, and there's so many awesome things to see driving around.
Yeah, and if your partner, friend, whoever you're going to go to Hawaii with is not watching this video, be the passenger. You get to look around and see everything. I'm just realizing benefits of not driving, but there are benefits to driving too, so do both.
And seeing other parts of the island, getting out in nature, getting on some of the hikes, seeing the waterfalls. You know, we went to beaches where it was like we were the only ones there.
Oh, that was my favorite.
That's kind of
we're
our
going to
thing.
be sharing where that
is. We have so much more of this coming up. in other videos as well. If you only have a day or two, you might stay in Honolulu or Waikiki only for that visit. But if you've got a few days, take time, get out of the city and see all of the amazing things.
Yeah, isn't it cheaper to stay in the city though?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, so maybe stay a little bit just to have a little bit of the city vibe, but then
Right.
plan another on the other side of the island.
Rent a car for part
Yeah.
of your stay, even just one day, because you can
Yeah.
get around the entire island in less than a day.
Yeah.
And our next mistake is actually getting a very expensive hotel or resort and only using the room to sleep in.
Yes. Well, the only reason we really stayed there is because it was convenient for the course that I was doing the immersive on. But otherwise, we wouldn't do that again.
We stayed at the Hyatt Regency Waikiki Beach. And with all the fees added on, it was over $300 a night.
Yeah. Ouch.
And I mean, it's beautiful. It's
There's
amazing.
a lot of rooms that have a view.
Yes, but even at our
We didn't even get the
non-ocean view,
Yeah.
we had construction right outside.
Yeah.
So we opened up the out onto our balcony, and we got construction noise and a view
Yeah.
of the city.
And maybe ask if there's construction going on before you choose to stay somewhere. We've had construction here all week long.
Again, for what you're paying, and if you plan to go out and be gone all day, you just need a comfortable
Place
room
sleep
to
and
sleep.
shower and
You maybe don't
breathe
need-
for a few minutes.
You don't need all of these other activities. And we had a discount on the resort fee,
Yeah.
but the resort fees are $50 a day there.
Wow.
We got it for $25.
I do have to plug though the view of the city because it's one of the most beautiful cities I've seen with all the beautiful tropical foliage. So it is a beautiful city considering that it's a city.
Yes.
And thank you for subscribing. You don't want to miss the health tips that are coming up in our videos.
And we actually have a lot of Hawaii videos coming up, so it's another reason to subscribe so you catch all of them.
So the next mistake is to make sure you read all the reviews of an Airbnb rental that you're renting, just to be sure. Like some of them don't have air conditioning, and I thought we were going to be okay with that because I'm all about leaving windows open at night, and the climate's pretty, it's mellow there. But it was rainy season. It was humid.
Right.
Yes, and so our Airbnb had a couple of issues with it was so hot when we were walking. Our feet were sticking on the ground. Nothing would dry. Towels wouldn't dry. There was mold.
Yeah, there was
So-
mold in a couple of areas, which has
Yeah.
been a regular issue at other Airbnbs. So
Mhm.
it's kind of a thing.
That is a problem.
And I would not recommend an Airbnb without air conditioning.
Yeah, I feel the same now.
Because we go to tropical climates,
Yeah.
and because of that humidity, right, our clothes don't really dry out that well, and we're sticky. We were sticky and hot at night a couple of nights.
Yeah, a couple of nights and this is in the winter season too.
And the furniture is sticky as well. So I just think it would be a healthier environment.
For sure.
There'd be less mold.
Musty, moldy. Yeah.
right.
So, yeah, good enough. Enough of that one.
And I mean, another thing, I mean, we've learned that we're probably going to get some bugs in tropical climates.
Of course, yeah.
And-
We did have ant problems.
We
We
did?
were taking the garbage out constantly just to be sure, but still there was an ant problem. So
Right.
maybe we should take some diatomaceous earth in a little container with us the next time, if that deters ants.
and I say,
I just threw that tip in for you.
and I say ants, and I'm not really concerned because we've seen far worse
Yeah.
at other
Yeah.
Airbnbs.
In Costa Rica Airbnb.
Oh my gosh, those are some videos still
Yeah,
coming
those are
up
still coming.
as well.
Yeah.
So be careful where you stay.
Fail. Going to the beach, taking your clothes off, thinking you're on a new beach, and you're not on a new beach.
Oh my
Who
gosh.
would have done such a thing?
Yes, that did happen. Our very first time, yes, Cheri talked me into going in the buff. But we made a bunch of mistakes at this location, so we have a whole nother
Oh,
video coming
that's a
out.
whole other topic.
And so again, make sure you subscribe so you catch all of that. But if you're gonna attempt what we did, make sure it's actually a clothing optional
and make
beach.
sure you're not in the background of a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that happened
later.
as well.
Let's go visit it later.
Okay.
The next mistake is not bringing your snorkel equipment with you.
And assuming you want to snorkel, and you're going to want to snorkel, trust me, you want
You
to
do.
snorkel.
Yeah.
And the thing is, rental snorkel equipment is a lot, and you're only renting it one time. How many times did we snorkel?
I know, many times.
A lot.
Plus, I have prescription goggles that
Yes.
love, highly recommend.
Worth the investment.
Yes.
And
they weren't that expensive, really, and easy to get.
Yeah, we packed and brought it, but even if you don't want to pack it and you're just gonna, leave it behind or donate it before you leave Hawaii, you can buy it locally at like a Walmart or Costco and save a lot because, we would have snorkeled every day if the weather allowed it.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
it's that awesome.
Yeah.
So that's another tip for you. And one of the mistakes is being here in rainy season.
Here's a mistake, is going during the winter, or they call it the rainy season.
Yeah, and the reason we say that is we did miss out on some days because the weather was not that great.
Especially the first week. It rained almost every day.
It rained a lot. You at least were in session.
I was inside all day anyway, so I was fine with it.
I was kind of working, but I did get out, do a little snorkeling and a little bit on the beach.
Yeah.
The rainy season is November to March. But some people would say that the very worst months are December and January.
Wow.
I'll say, I mean, there was some beautiful things. And when you did have the holiday decorations in December, which they do an amazing job for that. So that is beautiful.
But they were playing Christmas music and I wanted to hear Hawaiian music.
Yes.
Okay, but we don't have to go there.
Right. Now, we'll just throw in, so what is the best time to visit? The best time to visit, so we hear, is in the shoulder season, which can be April into May and September into early October. So those are kind of outside of those major touristy months.
Yeah.
Those are some of your favorite months anywhere on the beach.
Yes, those are my favorite months. In Florida on the beach.
And the nice thing about that is there'll be less tourists, but you can also save money because the demand is a little less.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, good to know. Oh, here's a mistake. Not trying the local food.
Or only eating at chain restaurants.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to find the chain restaurants, fast food, McDonald's, Subway, stuff like that.
Do not waste a bite on that stuff.
Oh man, Hawaii and Oahu in particular is a food mecca.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, so much amazing food. We didn't even try all of it.
No.
The Kahlua pork, garlic shrimp. I think it's Colby ribs.
Yeah, I don't know. So good.
You locals can correct us on our getting
the proper pronunciation.
Yeah, the verbiage wrong. That's not the worst one. We have worse ones coming up. Shave ice.
Oh, the shave ice was so good. Yes. And pick up local stuff too, like their coffee and their macadamia nuts. And they have such good coffee. And what was that? Halpia. Maybe saying it wrong. I don't know. Halpia is that coconut pudding dessert that we had at the luau. I came home and I've made it like several times since then. It's so good.
Yeah, you like to kind of copy recipes that you find something amazing, and often yours is better than we get in the restaurant.
I can throw in a little extra vanilla extract or something. One mistake would be not taking in certain things to get familiar with the culture there, like going to a luau.
Yes, go to a luau or the Polynesian Cultural Center.
Yes, yes. That way
Uh,
you can learn more about the culture. And so as you're vacationing and enjoying other activities, you have more of an appreciation for it.
the Hawaiians have this amazing history
Yeah.
and culture, and it encompasses so many different islands that are even far away from what you think is the traditional Hawaiian islands.
Yes.
I learned so much at the luau, just blown away by it.
Me too.
But
Me
if you
too.
take it in early in your trip, you'll get more of a taste of the language and the history. So I feel like it grounds you in the
Yeah.
culture
I love the
there.
people there. You'll fall in love with the people.
Yes, definitely.
Here's a common mistake a lot of people make is getting too close to wildlife. Please keep your distance.
In this age of social media and Instagram, everybody's looking for that perfect picture. Like, ooh, there's a sea turtle. Can I go up and grab it and get a picture with it or something like that? Don't
Yeah.
do that
We did swim with sea turtles though. Like
at a distance.
it was magical.
It is so magical, but you need to stay at least 10 feet away when you're in the water, and it's 30 feet away on land.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Good to
So,
know.
don't feed the wildlife, obviously. Again, don't touch, maintain a safe distance. And you can always zoom in with your pictures. And yeah, the turtles are amazing though. So,
They're like angels in the water. They're like,
and they're everywhere. So it's not a rare thing. So there's a good chance of seeing one during your
I'm ready
visit.
to go back.
Yeah, let's go.
So another mistake, and as the saying goes, never turn your back on the Pacific.
There are a lot of reasons for this. There are rogue waves.
Right. Remember that one we were standing on the naked beach, the nude beach, the not nude beach, where we're just and it is so powerful, and it doesn't look it's even close. They're coming up close to you, but they kind of come out of nowhere.
Yeah, you never know if there's a rogue wave coming up. We saw some really big waves, and there's potential for tsunamis. There's tsunami warnings
Yeah,
everywhere.
just pay attention.
Oh, and also it related to that is the not paying attention to the beach warning signs, because those can change daily. Whether
sure.
there's dangerous sea life, rip current, dangerous surf. So pay attention to those as well. They are there to save your life.
Yes. The next mistake can cause you to be cursed.
Yes.
So there is a old Hawaiian, what do you call it? Like a folklore that says if you take any sand or rocks from the beach, then you'll be cursed.
By Pele, and she is the goddess of fire and the volcanoes
Powerful.
there, and that's a big deal.
What's
so
her name again?
Pele.
Pele.
Yes.
Go Pele.
So yes, don't take the sand and rocks, just leave it for others to enjoy. And I'm going to jump in with the following mistake because it's very related, and this is something us as hikers do a lot. You're not supposed to stack the lava rocks around as well, or on the beach stacking rocks. That also goes against Pele
Really?
as well. And it's
Oh,
actually illegal in some places to do that.
wow.
We thought, oh, it's kind of cool to have, they're called rock Karens in hiking terms. But yeah, don't do it. Don't stack the lava rocks because Pele doesn't like it.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. You didn't share that one. That's good stuff.
So,
Well, I'm
yes.
glad I didn't take anything while I was there.
Or stack
I
anything.
did hear about it, but I didn't know her name was Paley. So.
Right. You've been warned.
Do not hike the Stairway to Heaven hike.
Why is that? And some of you, again, all about social media are going to be like, oh, I saw this awesome hike I want to do. And it's in a private neighborhood, and the trail is actually closed in this part. It's in disrepair, and it's dangerous.
Isn't it illegal to
It
hike it?
It is illegal, and they're giving out $1,000
Oh,
fines.
so I guess you could hike it if you wanted, but you're risking that $1,000
Well,
fine.
it's also
And it's dangerous.
but it's offensive to the locals when you trespass on their land to get to it. Besides the danger there and the fine, there are a few other hikes like that you shouldn't do, but it's not a miss because there's so many amazing hikes.
Yes.
You don't have to do that to take in an amazing hike.
Right.
Now, for locals that are watching, if you want to elaborate on this, my understanding is there is a back way to get there that is legal. So if you want to fill in the details on that, but the popular way to get there is not a legal way.
Yeah.
So just, yeah, $1,000 fine is going to kind of wreck your trip.
A little bit. Yeah. You could use that for more Hawaiian food.
More fun. Yeah.
One mistake is not planning for a really long flight.
Yeah, the flight from Dallas to Honolulu is over 8 hours.
Yeah, they're really long. If you can afford to upgrade, do that.
Yeah, get an aisle seat like I did so you can get up and stretch a lot, use the bathroom. I took advantage of sleeping a lot of the time.
Yeah, I tried. Maybe I got a little bit.
That was an early flight.
Yeah.
And also keep in mind that unless you leave early in the morning, you're going to have to take a red eye going back.
Yeah.
And I did sleep pretty good on that.
I didn't care for that. Was the hardest part for me.
Yeah. So keep in mind, it's a long flight to get there and come back, but it's amazing.
And our health tip for this video is on this topic. So if you are doing a lot of like time changes on any flight anywhere, be sure to like ground your feet into the earth. That helps you like reset your circadian rhythm. And it's just so important for your health. And I'm kind of a circadian crazy. So I'm just really passionate about that because it is so good for your health.
A way to cure jet lag is to take your shoes and socks off when you get to a destination and stick your feet in the grass. Yeah. And the practical part of that is it will get you into that time zone.
Yeah.
Is the theory behind that. So let us know if you've tried it out in the comments.
If you travel that long period of time, plan your sandwiches. And no, I don't mean taking sandwiches on your flight. Plan for your days on the opposite ends when you fly in, when you fly out, to have an extra day planned for getting used to the time zone.
Yeah, if you're flying from the East Coast or Central Time Zone, I mean, it's a 4 and 5 hour difference in Hawaii. So it's going to throw you for a loop.
It does.
So that very first day, full day you're there, you may not want to plan a lot. You're going to want to rest up. You know, maybe not go crazy, pace yourself, so to speak. Yeah. Then also returning, we did mention the red eye flight. And if you can plan for a day or two down before you got to go back to work.
Absolutely.
You're going to be so happy that you did that because it took us a while.
Yeah, well, when we got back, we ended up getting sick.
And the next mistake is visiting the wrong island. Now, Oahu is like the most visited island of all of them. It's touristy, it's very packed, but a lot of people have the opinion that some of the other islands are better, like Maui. And we're new. We haven't visited the other islands, so you let us know.
Yeah.
I will note that in some of the places we went snorkeling, the coral was pretty beat up.
They're busy touristy places, and for us personally, we would prefer more of like private island type situation, not the city or the big touristy areas. But which one would you go to next? Because we'll plan on going back. We loved it.
Yeah, let us know if you've been to Hawaii, what your favorite island is, if you have a preference, and we can make note of that for our next visit.
Yeah, or you can even leave a comment about what you like about different islands so other people can learn from you.
Yes, thank you for your comments.
Was that there before I rented the car or not?
And the next mistake is around renting a vehicle. This is something I didn't do, and a lot of people don't do because you're in a hurry when you're renting a car and you just want to get going.
Yeah.
Taking a little bit of cell phone video all the way around. I didn't do that being in a hurry here, but I noticed quite a bit of damage that I normally would have talked to them about. That way they don't find you liable for a scratch or a dent that you didn't make.
Right. Yeah. And also check to make sure your tags are updated and current.
You mean your tab?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Minnesota. He says tabs. I say tags. Which one is it?
It's
Comment
tabs.
below.
It's tabs.
We're going to tally it up. It's going to be tags. But
Yeah,
anyway, ours were expired.
and you know, that's not the first time that's happened to me. What is that?
Uh-oh. We're 5 minutes late.
We got a warning, expired tag, and the parking pass was not displayed. But we just got here.
Yeah.
I've been pulled over before by the police.
Yeah.
Expired rental card tabs.
Yeah, we got a ticket. It was a warning.
We got a warning from the security officer
Where we were at the resort we were
at the
staying.
Airbnb.
Yeah.
So that was just weird.
Yeah.
A couple other mistakes on this car. The convertible has been fun here, but it doesn't have a lot of room, and we can't even convert it with all of our luggage in there. It's very low to the ground, hard to get in and out of. So you got to weigh the pluses and minuses with the convertible. But you can rent Jeeps here, you can rent EVs here. So all kinds of vehicles are available for rent. Oh my gosh, look at that.
What?
Somebody broke into a vehicle right here.
Oh, wow. And it's not ours, right?
And the next mistake is to leave valuables in your car when you're parking at these popular tourist destinations.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this is a big one.
Yeah.
If you go to Hawaii and look around, and a lot of places all over, people just leave stuff, their cameras up on the dash, their purse in the
Don't do
seat,
that.
all over. And one of our stops, right where we parked,
There's like shattered glass everywhere on the ground.
yeah, broken
Yeah.
glass everywhere because people had been breaking in. Oh, plus the sign.
Mm.
There's literally a sign at some of the trailheads for the hikes.
You're not responsible for valuables left in the vehicle.
Yeah, warning that it is a high theft
Mhm.
area.
Mhm.
Speaking of that, same with the beach. Don't leave stuff on the beach
Mm.
there without somebody there.
Yeah.
Leave.
Don't be paranoid. Just be safe and be careful, and just be mindful of your surroundings.
Yes, definitely, because you don't want anything taken.
Yeah. The next mistake is trying to plan way too many activities in a short period of time.
That is really easy to do
Mhm.
because a
You
lot of,
want to do everything.
yeah, you've got only a week or 2 weeks to see everything, and some people put multiple islands to visit, but you are not going to see everything. We were in Oahu for 15 days,
Mhm.
and we missed a lot.
We did. We didn't get to do everything we wanted to do. But
Right.
the thing is like you want to go and race and get it all done, but it kind of forces you to slow down. The traffic is a thing.
And just like they say in Hawaii and a lot of the islands, relax, slow down. You're not in a hurry.
It's a lifestyle.
We're in
Yeah.
traffic. It's single lane road
Yeah.
on this side of the side of the
but
island.
there's so many beautiful views. The foliage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, the terrain is incredible. It's like Jurassic Park to the right and the Caribbean to the left. It's just all these trees. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's single lane road around a lot of the island when you get
Yeah.
out of Honolulu.
Mhm.
And so there can be lots of traffic,
Yeah.
lots of tourists, and you want to leave extra time for delays,
Yeah.
but also those extra pull-offs.
Right, you're gonna see things on the side of the road, like the place, like the macadamia nut farm, you know, like where they're selling all these like all the macadamia nuts. Like you got to go and sample.
Or
and-
shave ice. You're like,
Shave
oh,
ice,
you
I
got
gotta go get that.
to get some of that. Right. And you're just going to enjoy your trip a lot more. And what
Yes.
it does,
Enjoy the journey.
yes. And did we say you're on island time? Did we
Island
say
time,
that?
Totally. Well, we can. deserving to say it again. You're on island time.
Yeah, it's a good practice to bring back to the mainland,
Yeah,
to also slow down,
absolutely.
less stress,
Yes. Yeah.
because there is a stress epidemic
There really
in
is.
the
Yeah. I
world
think we need to
today.
bring back Hawaiian shirts too. Everybody needs to be wearing Hawaiian shirts, flowers in their hair, and slow down.
Right. Plan another trip. I mean, we're excited to maybe go back and see some of the other islands
Yeah.
or go back to Oahu and catch some of the things
Things we
we
didn't.
missed.
Yeah. The next mistake is not budgeting enough money for all your activities and food.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And you've probably heard this if you're planning to visit Hawaii. It is expensive.
The most expensive state in the US.
Yeah, to live in. Groceries, food, pretty much everything here in Hawaii is expensive. But I'll just pull this out. We got to have our coffee in the morning. Cheri does decaf. I do the full caffeine coffee, but we like heavy whipping cream. It is not cheap here. I just got this one last night, and it was almost $15 with tax for this large, heavy cream. That's about double what we would pay back in the mainland. There are ways to save money, but just be prepared. Add another 50% onto what things might cost. That way you'll have enough money for everything you want to do. And it's like one of Murphy's laws, right? Everything costs more than you think it's gonna cost.
And everything takes more time than you think.
Yes. So, just plan for that. And the next mistake is not having a packing list before you come out to Hawaii.
Yes, not taking just beach attire, but you also want things like hiking. I had to pack for a little more than that because I had more professional stuff to do there. So it was a little bit more challenging, but have your list together so you're prepared for rain. Dress in layers, 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 layers.
And there are some nice dining opportunities, like going to a nice luau, a nicer restaurant. So you do want to be able to dress up, have that jacket, because it can cool off in the evening.
Yes, but there isn't anywhere we went, even for the nicer dinners where we got filet. I'm still in flip-flops and a skirt, so it's still pretty casual. Like you wear this with a skirt and some flip-flops and you're good. But yeah, that's easy to pack for stuff like that. I think Hawaii is easy to pack for. Don't forget your bug spray and bug bite medicine.
Yes.
Pack it. You'll thank me later. And we want to finish with this to let you know that we had a trip of a lifetime, and it really did cross an item off the bucket list because we went on the most beautiful hikes. We ate the most wonderful food, the experiences.
Oh my gosh.
People. Oh my gosh, the people. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. We really felt welcomed in your home. So, yeah, if the locals have any advice for us or any tips or
add those mistakes that us tourists are making all the time. Anything that you want to elaborate on or add to our list in the comments.
Yeah, so we
please
can learn
do that.
from you. We appreciate that, and we appreciate you welcoming us.
And all of our other viewers can catch that as well, because many of them, as you've let us know on social media, are planning a trip to Oahu. And like I mentioned before, we have a bunch more videos. We're going to share more tips, more mistakes, and
like the nude beach.
Yeah, you're going to want to subscribe. So smash the subscribe button.
You said smash. You're funny. Isn't he cute?
So you can catch our next video right here.
Smash it.